So for this activity, we need to create some graph charts. So we need to open task BE, produce an appropriate chart to compare. Okay, before that, for the graphs, we have different types of graphs. The best graphs we can choose according to the question given. So if we want to compare some percentages, it's better to use a pie chart. It can compare, for example, between male and female percentage in a classroom. Bar chart, we have two types, the vertical one and the horizontal one. Vertical usually called the column graph, and horizontal one is across the page, usually in a row way. And if you're going to use a bar chart, then it's better to compare between two different items or many different items. For the line graph, it's also good for the comparison between two variables. If you have two variables, for example, distance traveled on a journey against the time, so how many a car that have been traveling according to the time. So the question is saying here, one more point also we need to focus is the contiguous data and non-contiguous. Whenever we're going to select data that next to each other, we don't need to press any control button, then it is called contiguous data. And if they are separated in different far columns, we need to hold control on the keyboard. At that time, it is called non-contiguous data. So I have opened this one. Okay, they need the number to calculate the number of employees for each department and produce the proper chart for it. If the number of employees for each department, okay, so I have that was already here, so I'm just going to put the formula. So to count the number of employees, I have used count if based on this department, and the criteria is over here. And then I have replicated it by maintaining this as an absolute value. Average salary, I have to calculate it as well by using average if. So let's check the number of employees for each department. I'm going to highlight over this. I'm going to insert and click on recommended chart. As the question is the number of employees each department, then the best can be the bar chart that will make a comparison between different items. One thing also that if your question is general, asking you to choose the best appropriate, one thing can be a leading for you to help you is just press on recommended chart. Whatever is recommending you, mostly it's the best what they're choosing for you. So you can choose this one. And over here, you can find there are many factors. You can change the axis. You want to change the chart title as well, where you want to place it, the data labels as well, the legends, and so many points. Or you can just also choose it from over here. Okay, as you can see over here, and you can do different formattings for it. So I'm just going to summarize. I will make a number of employees appear over here, and over here department. So this usually called the axis titles. I'm going to click on axis titles, and then you can simply just type it over here, which is going to be the number of employees. And here department. The title, they put it as the number of employees for each department in bold inside. Okay, for any other information, you can just simply add it over here. And if you need to customize it more, then you need to go to more options and customize.